Found a piece of amoeba going through my trash pile. See if we can make some kind of knife blade out of it. Maybe a corner tine. And I was beating on it, testing it out. Looks like it's pretty good quality. I don't talk too much. Afraid I'll start coughing. I moved up a bunch of piles of dead leaves with my lawnmower and shredded them up. I'm allergic to stuff like that, and I should have had a dust mask on, and I didn't. I've been coughing and sneezing my head off. Y'all know me, it's impossible for me not to talk. Well, that didn't do good at all. I just made one horrible hinge. That whole edge crushed. Come across this way real hard and drove it almost out of there. See what I can do this time. Probably gonna take the point off. That got enough. You come on out now, no problem. Got some little grit areas right now, but I don't think they run deep at all. On that cortex, don't want to let you chip through it. I'm gonna come down this ridge this way instead of coming across. Start with tapped it like that right there. Holy moly. Boy, did I take too much out. I don't know what's wrong with me this morning. Man, I ain't gonna bad. Wow. I don't know how I did that. I'm gonna try to get that out of there. That's worrying me. The reason why, if I don't get it out, I work over this for 15 to 20 minutes, and then I go get it out and I break it. I just wasted 20 minutes of my time. That's why I want to get it out now. It's all be coffee. There we go, we got it out. Nail in the coffee. Final nail on it. That's some tough cortex. That stuff just don't want to let you chip through it. See what we're going to do here. There we go. I don't know if you noticed what I did there or not. I paid attention to it, but I didn't hit with it in my belly. I turned it this way and hit with the side of it right there like that. Probably gonna do the same thing right here. Drive it that way. I got a little better control of my accuracy like that. I got a tight area to hit in. I'm concerned about being accurate on it. That's what I'll do. I'll get quite as much power as I can from coming back and swinging from left field, but it's starting to get a good medium red run down it right there. I don't want that. And that's my fault. Not make my flakes travel further up. I actually probably need a heavier hammer on there. And try to come. See what I do. Right there. Didn't do nothing but break it out more. It'd be a good lesson. I can get it out to show you how to work out problems like that. I don't hit right here. Want good accuracy. Same right there. Whoa, poop. Man, talking about accuracy and I blew it. Too big a hurry. I was hitting it to put my accuracy, choked up on it and everything still screwed up. It way too far up on it. Man, I was just like this. I was supposed to hit that edge and I didn't. Oh well. Got this side looking good anyway. Whether I did that or not. Starting to smooth out real good. we'll come back over this side. And it's gonna be quite a challenge. Got a lot of dips in here. Got a ridge coming right through here. It's gonna help a lot. If I can get my ducks in a row here and not mess up. Try to come right through there like that. Run that and took all that out. Now I'm hoping I can build it up and come off here again. I'm gonna use this right here. Build me some convexity up real quick. I'm using this because it just takes a little bit. It's so small, not moving much mass. Just removing a little bit of time. Now I'm grinding this real hard. If I had a bigger bopper, I know I would use it because I could get that out. But my bigger bopper is wore in too much like this, and when it's like that, it's not accurate at all. What I mean by that, if you hit in that board right there, you're not doing much. You got to hit right on that edge. And that's. I'm gonna try to come right through here. Take that out. Now I'm gonna come down here. Run this one like this, and I'm starting a little V pattern here. I'm gonna come follow this ridge this way, and come in it like that. Then I got one little ridge here from that V pattern. I hope let me jump into that, which it did. Now this is a horrible side to work over here, but anyway. This is a good learning piece. It's a good learning piece for me and anybody else. Well, I messed it up. Let's see how we can get this straightened out. I'm gonna try to come off this one right here, like that, and like that, and like that. Look at that. Now, this is not gonna work too good. A whole bunch of crushed up stuff right there. Hinges is all crushed up right there. So I have to try to come down and hit on top of it, get below that crushed stuff, which I was fortunate enough to do. Getting above it enough to get below it is almost a guessing game. Same thing right here. There we go. Now then, I got a spot right here I need to kind of chip out of the way. There we go. Almost all done. Alright, I don't know if this is gonna work or not. It's not quite heavy enough or big enough to run plates further enough. What I'm trying to tell them, I have to hit pretty hard. I don't like having to hit that hard. I'm not as accurate. But it worked. Let's try it right here. come across here, right there. Through here, come back that way. Come right through here, move down. This side's pretty good. This needs flattening out now. Got a whole pile of hinges in it. I think I'm gonna heat treat this piece and pressure flake it after the heat treat it, because it's pretty tough rock. And I'm just not as strong as I used to be. Pressure flake tough rock. Need all the help I can get. This thing looking like a snake going like this. That helps a good bit. I don't know why it's wanting to. It's like just crush. Like everything's crushing right in here on this edge. It won't break off smooth. That did. That did. Maybe it just wasn't grinding on it good enough. I thought it was. Well, right there, a doggone woolly booger. I think I'm probably going to leave it alone until I heat treat it. I'm worried about blowing it up if I heat treat it. I hadn't heated and treated this stuff in probably 20 years. And I'm pretty sure it takes low temperature. I remember under 400, like 375 or 380. It was close to 400. I'll run it at 3 something and try it. Reheat it if it doesn't work. But this is starting to break out there where it was doing all that crushing. Like a fossil was right in there. See where that crack is? It's just like some kind of fossil was sitting in there. There we go. Just make a narrow blade. All I can do with it. Okay, I'm gonna heat treat this one. Be a few days before I heat it. If I think about it, I'll probably forget when I get ready to pressure plate it. I'll video it. I got some stuff heating now. I got to get out. I'm gonna heat treat that one. Here's a big old chunk of obsidian. See if we can get a knife out of it. About a 4-inch blade out of it, something like that. I'm following this ridge. It's come down it. This is like the butt plate of a nozzle of a saw or somebody's saw. I don't have a saw no more. I miss my saw sometimes because of waste of material. That's the only thing I like about it. I don't like working sawed material. Because if you got a sawed slab, like, I know I got some here, because I use them every now and then. You got a sawed slab like this, all you do is just push pressure flakes off. It's already flat and everything. I mean, I'm sorry I've hurt somebody's feeling, but I just like more of a challenge, like something like this. This is sawed, but this side was not. It's all messed up, it's thick. I'm trying to figure out how to thin it and make it look like a sawed slab when I get through with it. A blade that was come off of a slab. Something. I know I ain't mentally all there, but I've always had to have a challenge. And what's so funny is when I learn to do something, I lose interest in it. And when I like accomplish it and figure out how to do it, and I'm gonna give an example, and you say, well, how come you ain't lost interest in plant napping? Because nothing's ever the same. It's always something new. It's always a different challenge. It's a different color. It's a different rock. It's different material. And I get bored with it a lot. When if I gotta make a dozen Cahokia points for somebody to hunt with, man, the time I got 6 of them made, I'm ready to scream. I don't want to make no more of them. I'm going to make something else. But that's just, well, I've been that way all my life. But when I built my house, I never built anything. But I was a painting contractor. And that gets real boring, but then you get different colors. And I did faux finishing and get a lot of challenges where somebody wants the wall in their den look like elephant hide stretched across it, or marble or something like that. You got to paint it to look like that. That's a challenge. But just regular old painting, I let my men do that. I just did the faux finishing. I didn't do much regular painting unless I was short-handed. I still wasn't going to talk. Now that's starting to work down pretty good. But anyway, after I built my house, that got real old. It took me 15 years. I did 90% of it by myself. I had people help me put the frame up and the rafters, but after that, I just about did it all. I figured I made me block and tackle how to lift up boards, and well, it wasn't nobody but me, and I could place them where I wanted them and things like that. But anyway, they got pretty old after a while, but I ended up with a joiner and a table saw and a wood lay, and yeah, I had a wood lay. I made beams for my house, turned them and stuff like that. And but anyway, I never made any furniture. And my wife bought a big king-size bed, and they had these huge beams that were cypress, several over 200 years old. They come out of antebellum home and tore down in 1948. So that tells you how old the beams were. The tree was probably 100 years old when they cut it. And I made a bed out of them things, man. Huge bed. And it's all put together with wooden pins. You take it apart, just tap it apart, and everything comes apart, but it don't move. I mean, it's very secure. It just has no wobble in it at all. But then somebody wanted me to make her a table. I had a lot of walnut. So I made her a dining room table. And then she wanted me to make her something else, I don't remember, a coffee table. And I made one of those. And somebody ordered a table, they saw the table. And I got to making furniture. Making coffee table, dining room table out of old antique reclaimed lumber and walnut. And that was exciting. Running the wood lathe was exciting. And I've never done that before. And when I figured it all out, got okay at it, I never mastered anything, not even flint knifing. But I don't consider myself a master at nothing but messing up. I'm the master blaster when it comes to messing up. Like right there, boy, I hit that edge and didn't grind it, and that thing uncrushed in there, and look at that big pin. Exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, I got burnt out on that. It won't make no more furniture. Then somebody said something about inlay work. Put like leaves, take magnolia, some whitewood or something, and inlay it in walnut like a leaf off of a tree in there, or grapevines or something. I made a table with grapevines with light growing around it, and had grapes and everything inlaid in the wood. And that thing was so, I don't know, it was way up there. But so once I figured out how to inlay, I didn't want to do that no more. It's like leather work. I got into leather work and I was making purses and wallets and belts and gun scabbards and gun cases for rifles and things like that. And I still got my leather tools. And that burn out on that. That's the story of my life, is burning out. I just can't stick to something. And I have a hard time finishing projects. I meet up with ADDS, or ADS, or whatever they call that stuff. Super duper stuff. But anyway, that's my story, I'm sticking to it. With flint knifing, everything's different. Somebody, I forget who it is, and they doing a super job at it. Is making hardened points. I forgot how many they're gonna make. Make a big frame full of hardened points. And that would drive me nuts. I had to make 800 knives one time. Knives, 800. They gave me several months to do it, but the company had 400 and something stores in the United States called Cutter World. And they wanted at least one of my knives in all the stores, and two in some of them. And more I got at it, and I was so excited and figured out how to do it real fast, and didn't do no pressure flaking. I just pressure flaked the edge. This wavy edge here, I just straightened it out. And it was all percussion work. I made them out in the vacuolite. I was quartering the vacuolite. Mr. Parker ended up with a place. Mr. Wallace had it when he died. His son-in-law ended up with it, and they sold it. But I was the first person ever quartering the vacuolite up there. And that was back in like the 80s. And man, I got so sick of making them knives, I could scream. And all I could see was the money, and I kept going and doing it. But making them out of that same rock. There's been some out of obsidian, and like obsidian comes in different colors. I'm working mahogany now. If I had to make a 50 knives out of mahogany obsidian, I'd go nuts. But if I can make some of them out of just regular lace obsidian and rainbow and mix it all up and look at some different color, I'm good to go for a while. I think this one is ready to pressure flake. I got this bad hinge here. I want to see why you think you would get it out. I'm not going to get it out here because the edge is here and it's here. I got to come this way. So I'm going to have to narrow this blade a good bit. Grind me a good platform. I'm going to risk breaking. I'm going to have to hit real hard right there. I blew it out. Come all the way across and it's gone. I'm going to thin this side a little bit and we're going to put it up to pressure flake it. See how good we make it look. Alrighty, we're going to come back and pressure flake that one. I'll be on the next video. Y'all have a blessed Thanksgiving.